So yeah, I'm super excited about this because it only just dawned on me the other day. I literally don't have an MP7, or at least I have not unboxed one on this channel yet. I've been sitting on this for about a couple of months. I bought this one. I had to get this one imported. Couldn't get it in the UK. I got it from a company in France who no longer has them either. So I don't know what's going on, but the fact that it's an HK fully licensed MP7, oh, absolutely love that. And keep in mind, this is version 2. Now you're probably thinking, what with the size of my Airsoft armory, how could I not have an MP7? Well, to be fair, I did receive an MP7 for free. I bought this one, by the way, but I did receive one for free, the other variant, not the VFC one. And because of various issues, and I'm not going to go into it now, I had to not unbox that one and not use it. But I bought this in the box instruction manual. Loving the packaging, and oh, there she is. Look at that. So the first thing we are greeted with, and good grief, this has some weight to it. This literally feels the same weight as a full-sized pistol. You have your 40 round metal mag. And on the base there you have your official HK markings and your gas valve. Okay, and we get to the main piece itself. This is looking, oh, feast your eyeballs up and down, left and right on this bad boy. Now this does come in a different flavour. For example, right here you have this very handy foldable foregrip. There is a version, which is the navy version, I believe, that comes with rails all over the place. I decided to go for this one because I love a foregrip. Now, if any of you ever take the time out to read my video description in every single video that I do, you will know that when I buy things like this, predominantly, yes, Airsoft, but most importantly, especially for me, they're used on film sets, okay? So I absolutely love it when they come out looking like this, just like their real counterpart. So let's take a look at this externally at first. So right at the back here, you have your stock, which has some nice texturing on the back there, not rubberized. Actually, I don't know. If this is meant to be rubberized, well, this is rock solid. One thing I have noticed about this platform, you are spoilt for sling points, even though they are tiny. So as we move along, you have your charging handle. Oh, can't wait. You have your slide right there. When used in conjunction with your stock release, it enables you to take your stock out completely. Just like its real counterpart, you have your 2 pins there for the takedown. And when you do take these pins out, you can pop them in the stock right there so you don't lose them. And then we dive even deeper into the wonderful world of sling points. So you've got one there, and just ahead of that, there's another one. Oh, and did I mention, just like its real counterpart, lots of polymer going on here. You've got your metal rail though, and your metal sights, but we'll come back to that in a moment. So, a very modern, nice looking polymer body, and beneath here, just like its real counterpart, you have your serial number, but this looking so realistic, I'm guessing it's kind of a good thing that it actually gives you the real caliber of the Airsoft version. And as we move along, you've got this very nice looking grip with some nice stippling on the rear, nice design on the panels, and more stippling on the front. And of course, loving that it's got its real steel markings on the grip. As we move along, you have your fire selector switch where you got your safe, semi, and full auto. Let's have a feel. Oh, very firm and clicks into place beautifully. And right here you have your bolt release, the real deal caliber markings, your mag release, your trigger, and if you look carefully you can see that central piece right there, so that, you know, helps you out just like a Glock. You can't accidentally pull this trigger without engaging the entire trigger. Now, as you saw there, I put it back into safe without touching that because everything here is ambidextrous. Here's your folding foregrip, and I suppose this really is personal choice. I did have the choice of the navy version, which basically has rails, like I said before, here on the lower and on the other side, and of course just like this all along the top. But I wanted this very tactical looking foregrip. Nice. And to fold it away, you simply grab hold of this section right there and push down or pull down, and you know who your uncle is. Now, I was going to say, write it in the comment section, and I expect you all to put Bob, but I know some of you, you'll start putting your real uncle's names. Don't. And another cool thing about this grip, especially if you're not wearing gloves and you have tactical sweat on your hands, look, you've got these nice sort of grooves on there that helps you to grip onto it nicely and firmly. Now, of course, you don't have to use the foregrip. You can just hold onto it like that or just remove it completely, but why would you? It folds away nicely. I suppose the one negative about this whole system here is that you can't actually attach a rail underneath unless you did some serious modding, or you can just buy the navy one that has the rail there. So, by the way, when you are using this foregrip, loving the design right there makes it easier and better at controlling this little beast. And from the front, you can appreciate even more how your forefinger rests in that groove. Okay, as we progress, we get to this metal flash hider, and above that, you have your hop-up adjustment. And not only is it your hop-up adjustment, it's also a neat little tool. So as I bring you to the top section, you have this nice long metal rail, and then at the rear you have a fully adjustable full metal flip up sight. Now when I say flip up, I don't mean you press a button and it flips up. I mean it's a folding sight basically, so you deploy and you can make your adjustments for windage there. Now I said fully adjustable, I don't think you can do elevation on this, no. However, pushing it back down, you have a lower sight system. Nice. Which will bring me nicely to the front sight. And if you look there carefully, there's a post on the front sight. So when it's not flipped up, again, you can use this sight with it not flipped up. But when you do flip it up, you have this adjustable front post sight. And then right here, you have your front sling point. Do you know what? I've always been battling between whether I prefer an MP7 or an MP9. An MP7 or an MP9. What do you prefer? Hit that comment section if you like. MP7 or MP9. And why, if you have the time. Okay, let's have a look on the other side. And yes, this is the side that excites me the most. It's a gas blowback, so you're gonna see the bolt going back and forth, and I will show you that in action a little later. But right now, let me just show you what it looks like when I pull that charging handle. Lovely. Now, of course, there's no mag in there, no rounds, no gas, no nothing, but because I have just pulled that charging handle, if I take it off safe, oh, by the way, if I leave it on safe, pull the trigger, naturally, nothing's happening. Take it off safe, you'll hear it dry fire. Bob. Okay, so pretty much you've seen everything already because, as I said, it's ambidextrous, so all your controls are again replicated on this side. And look, even more sling points. And here you have more HK markings, all looking very authentic. And then right there you have more HK markings. Okay, so let's have a nice complete picture. Oh, that clicks in beautifully. And would you look at that? Come on now. MP9 or MP7. Anyway, let's get the mag ready. So again, here's your mag release. So I fill this up to about 25 rounds, but by the time this video finishes, I will show you this in action with its maximum capacity. Now, when I say maximum, it's I believe it's marketed at about 40 rounds, okay? So I will fill it to 40 rounds just to see. Okay, despite the color of the can, it's not black gas, it's green gas. And funny enough, it's actually made by Umarex. So let's get some gas in. Okay. We have a round chambered, people. Oh, wait, now wait. Once again, I've got to do my little disclaimer. If you live in a country where your FPS limits are higher than that of the UK and other countries, this bad boy will come out of the box shooting at about 400 FPS upwards. Now, because this little beast originally was firing at those sort of figures, it's been teched, okay? A proper techie has done his wizardry or magic on this. By the way, I have another channel called Mike's Tech and Toys Plus Movie Memorabilia with a whole load of Harry Potter stuff, including the new Nimbus 2000. Anyway, some techie did his magic, so this now will fire at just about at the maximum we're allowed in the UK for anything that is capable of doing full auto. 348.1, nice figure right there, but I guarantee you the second shot is going to be completely different. No, actually, that's not bad. Will it stay around that mark? Oh, look at that drop. Okay, it's back. We're back in the game. Okay, so as you can see there, I think once it settles down, we are going to be looking at about the 340 mark. So that's pretty good for gameplay. Now, let's do full auto. Let's see if that's a completely different ball game. Ooh. Oh my gosh, that was satisfying. It's got a nice little kick on this version too. VFC / Umarex / HK. But it's not all good news, people. Anyway, let's have a look at the results here. Literally, I was struggling, okay? I was taking more shots than I normally would at each target because I thought it misfired. It didn't misfire. I just didn't hit where I was supposed to be hitting. Look. One landed there, and I was meant to be aiming there, I think. Would you look at that? Perfect. Ish. Perfect-ish. And then over on this side, yeah, I managed to get one shot within that red. Maybe two. I don't know if that was a double shot there or not. But anyway, what's that doing up there? And then you've got that one down there, and then, come on, here, headshots. Okay, not bad, nice little groupings there, but look, right on the chin or mouth. And then down there, again, it's a case of spray and pray, and I tell you what, for this little bad boy, not bad at all. So, this is what, oh, by the way, yes, it did lock back again, the bolt, and the mag is empty. So, what I'm gonna do, to truly test this out, I'm gonna fill this mag up. I'm gonna put about 40 rounds in there. I'm going to fill this mag up with gas and I'm going to fire every single round right in front of you. And let's see if it successfully does it all without any jams, without any issues. Yeah. Yo, this is for my old school people. Sorry. Anyway, this is it, people. 40 rounds, about 40, it could be 39, it could be 41. Look at that spring compression. I filled it up with gas again. And to be fair, I filled it up with gas I'm very familiar with. Let's see what happens. Look at that! Every round spent.
Say hello to my little friend.
Look at the carnage right there. Now, I'm pretty pleased with that. Very pleased with that. Now, I know you're not blind. Whilst I was doing that mag dump, it kind of hesitated in the middle for a bit. Did you notice it slowed down a little bit? Then it picked up again as if to say, "No, man, I ain't finished with you, fool." And then it carried on. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But in reality, when you do go full auto on a platform like this, you tend to just do shorter bursts, you know. You don't just pull the trigger and hold on to it and empty it in one go. Or do you? Either way, this one seems to have handled it okay. Now, you know I like to be honest with you, even to the annoyance of some of the trolls. Yes, believe it or not, trolls want me to be dishonest, so it gives them something to feed off and criticize me for. But because I'm honest, they get even more annoyed. Trolls. Anyway, I'm going to prove to you that this really does have an issue. It kind of hesitates during full auto. So let me slow it down a bit, watch and listen. You see what I mean? I mean, it looks awesome and that was absolutely satisfying. Nice little kick on this. Loving the whole blowback of the bolt. But did you see every now and again it kind of slowed down a bit, then it picked up, slowed down a bit. It's not consistent, but it doesn't jam. It doesn't shatter any BBs. And it seems to be okay. However, I did pick up on another problem during the accuracy test. This is the Umarex /VFC /HK MP7A1 version 2. So what are my initial thoughts? Well, earlier on you heard me say there is some bad news or it's not all good news. During the accuracy test, out of all the shots that I took at that target when it was in semi-auto, so that would be what? I do 444, 12 shots at the target. 2 of them dribbled out the front, which is why I had to take more than the 12 shots just to get a BB out. So for some reason, 2 shots just bloop, came out the front. But then once I got to the full auto, not an issue. Then when I tried it again off camera, single shots, no issues. So I'm not sure what happened at the beginning when I started my accuracy test. But yeah, that was the bad news. Other than that, there's nothing else I can fault on this. Yes, it slowed down a little bit when I did that mag dump at 40 rounds from full to empty, but it still executed its job. It emptied the mag. I was expecting it not to. So I'm quite happy with this version 2. Beautiful build, nice weight to it, an exact replica of the real thing in terms of the size too. I suppose this will be a very good time to show you some of the internals. Mag out. I'm not gonna lie, those pins were difficult to remove, so I had to resort to a couple of tools. And then you remove both pins and then you'll gain access. Look at that, the whole entire bolt assembly, spring, charging handle. This is awesome. And then if you look down into the body of the MP7, you can see it's pretty much Airsoft and Airsoft only. And then down there you can see your nozzle, and you can appreciate on this metal bolt where you would need to keep lubricated, because this is going back and forth like nobody's business, just like its real counterpart. Yeah. Check the video description for more info, and don't forget, I have another channel, Mike's Tech and Toys, plus movie memorabilia. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.